Hello. My name's Simon O'Gorman. I'm the managing director of Adapt IT, and this is the next episode of the People Behind the Technology, focusing on the Disability Expo coming up on the 6th and 7th of July. Today, I'm joined by the amazing Ceratec, who we work with very closely and also providing us with multiple technologies for the gaming zone, where people will be able to come along, meet friends, make new friends, and more importantly, play games. So, good morning, gents.
Good morning.
Good morning. Would you like to introduce yourselves quickly and where you sit within the Ceratec business?
My name's Corbin. I'm the sales manager at Ceratec. I've been here about 4.5 years. I've started off in the warehouse and then slowly worked my way up to sales manager. So I'm in charge of all the sales in the Ceratec team.
And my name's David. I've only been with the company for about 9-10 months now. So I joined to help with the marketing and the social media side, but then sort of quickly fell into the sales side under Corbin's leadership, and been here ever since.
Awesome. Welcome, Corbin and David. So we've been working together as businesses for a couple of years now. How time flies when you're having fun. You provide us with a lot of capabilities around keyboards and key guards and switch mounts and things like that. Could you talk a little bit about your business and the history, please?
Well, Ceratec has been going for about 41 years now in total. It's gone through a few number of takeovers, but of course now we're in the most recent takeover, which happened about 10 years ago. It was taken on by our two lovely directors. And now we've just been focusing on trying to get everything to market, try and find a solution for everything and everyone. We go through OEM, education, medical, EPOS. If you can think it, we can do it type of thing.
Yeah, I have to say we've been looking at your sort of electronic point of sale technology as alternatives to programmable keyboards, because obviously they've got the flexibility of being able to put different keystrokes and things like that in, which can also create a lot of accessibility for different people. So 41 years is a long time. I mean, we've been looking at probably close to 35 years now that sort of IT and things like that have been around. So you're quite well established within the marketplace. Tell us a little bit about, how you pick technologies and how you look at the sort of marketplaces you're going to, because as what I would class as a peripheral type business, there's so many things that you could be looking at.
Well, loads of customers have different needs and different requirements, from like medical needing it to be antimicrobial and being able to be wipeable, for education to be easily seen and to try and find the best need for the customer. Of course, to EPOS as well for stores and for anybody that requirement with the programmable stuff. We can, do it all. And with of course the assistive technology as well, we focus on very religiously with our Monster range and our key guards and our trays that we recently acquired Maxis for. And we just try to keep it up to date, follow what the customer needs. We follow the market to try and see what's trendy. Of course, it's changing every day.
If there's a need for something, we'll try and find a solution.
That's great. I have to say, when I first met you and I came to your offices, we were lucky enough to have a barbecue and see some of the new products you had. And obviously, we have a lot of people that follow us that are really into their gaming. And the thing that struck me was the Commodore Amiga A500 and A600 cases that you built to replace ones that were broken or to give people. And you've got a really cool, clear Amiga A500 case, which as a retro fan, I just thought, that's so cool. Cool. So moving on to the Disability Expo, obviously we've got some core products that we're looking at, and you're providing headsets. And I thought I would start there because, one of the things that's so special about your headsets is they're made from a well, it's not really a recyclable material, but it's more of a sustainable material. Is it wheatgrass? Fantastic. Could you tell us a little bit more about that? Because these are great.
Yeah, so it's wheatgrass. Yeah, you're right. And wheatgrass is a bioplastic formed from a natural polymer which is called lignin, which was found in straw. So it's the polymer that helps the straw stand upright. So if you break the straw down with bacteria and natural sugars, you can get the lignin and make it become a workable material with similar properties to plastic. So, you know, it feels like plastic. I think they look great personally. But obviously, there's no artificial chemicals, there's no fossil fuels. So it's a great sustainable alternative to plastic.
Yeah, and in doing so, we're wanting to replace all plastic. Of course, with the positives of wheatgrass is it's biodegradable. Yeah. So after 6 months or 12 months, either in landfill or we put it in a
compost bin.
In the compost bin.
Yeah, we put it. Sorry, we put it in the compost bin. Do apologise. I couldn't think of the word there. Yeah, we put it in the compost bin, and over 6 months, it degraded into a safe material for anything to eat. So it's very, very healthy for the environment. And of course, with doing this, we're hoping to eventually turn all our products into wheatgrass. So of course, do our best for the environment.
Yeah, so at the moment we've got headsets, webcams, keyboards, mice. I think going to look into speakers as well, with a cork or bamboo sort of shell. So there's really sort of no limit to what we can make from wheatgrass.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I have to say, I've been trialing it on the PC because obviously they've got Bluetooth, which is absolutely amazing. The sound quality on them is, you know what, I was really surprised given the price point of them. You know, it's really good, and the ability to be able to plug them also into your Xbox controllers and things like that, and the comfort of them, I think is really good. So you've got this sustainability, but you've not lost any quality or anything like that, which is fantastic. So another area that we're going to be focusing on the gaming zone is obviously being able to get the technology to the people that are using them, because one thing we find is a lot of people buy switches and things like that, and it's great, but you put them flat on the desk, they either move, or you've got to have Velcro and things like that stuck to your desk, which then makes for a sticky gloop and things like that. But you've got a fantastic range of Velcro mats and switch stands. Could you tell us a bit more about those?
I don't know so much about them.
That's fine. I'll leave this bit then. So, of course, with the trays and the mounts, we acquired a company called Maxxess, which, of course, is why we call it the Maxxess range. They specialised in assistive technology with mounts and trays and key guards as well. So, of course, we acquired them and then took over the production to make it in-house. We actually manufacture these in the UK as well with one of our local factories, which is about 10 miles away. So we go and collect them when we're on a lunch break, of course, reducing fossil fuels again, which is great, which is what we're leading for. And with these, of course, it's to help people with putting their switches on an angled slope. So, of course, with it being flat, some people's range of motion in their ankles have completely stopped. So with the mounts, it's a triangle mount. So, of course, with that, it stops the range of motion required to hit the pedal. And, of course, the mount goes on top of the tray. The tray have rubber feet underneath it. So, of course, it's very stable. It saves, like you say, having sticky stuff all over the desk. And it's just an easy way for people to attach their mounts to any angle or anything they require.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, we use them quite a lot, you know, because if people have got a sideward motion only, you can mount it that way. You can have different angles that you put the switches on and things like that. And of course, you can have a mixture as well, which is really good. And I just noticed, Corbin, on the left-hand side, I can see one of the large Velcro mounts that you've got, and those, you know, are really cool. We've also started looking at using them for joysticks as well. Because actually with the larger ones, to be able to mount a joystick, it means that you can have the joystick more in front and a sort of up and down, left and right, rather than a forward and back motion. And again, that gives the users an awful lot of flexibility. You mentioned your keyboards there, and also the Maxi key guards. I have to say we're going to have those there as well. The thing I like about those is they can help with fatigue. They can help with tremors. So obviously, if you suffer from fatigue, you can actually put your whole weight on the keyboard and not press any of the buttons, which is great. Or you can rest your entire wrists on them, and mixed with sort of an armrest and things like that, it's really flexible. But a lot of people, you know, when they suffer from tremors, the frustration of clicking buttons close to the one that they're trying to access as well, especially if you're playing games with your WSAD keys, you know, that can remove a lot of that. So that's really cool. So moving on now to the sort of Disability Expo itself. I know that both of you are going to be there, and we're really looking forward to seeing you in person. But you know, what is your experience with gaming, and what is it about gaming that you like, that sort of, you know, you're looking forward to within the expo itself?
Within the expo, I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else is bringing, to be honest, because gaming is something we both love as a hobby, but gaming isn't something we really touch on so much with what we make here. So it's going to be great to be in an environment like that, can see what everyone else has been doing, you know, what assistive products they've been making, or assistive controllers or something like that.
Yeah, and of course, it'd be great to expand our range once again, because we love to provide anything which everybody needs. So of course, with anything like any keyboards coming out, we'd love to do a key guard for, or any special controllers which are required for the assisted technology. We would do anything which we can possibly do to help as well.
Yeah, so what are your favorite games at the moment? What are you playing?
My ones at the moment is the Star Wars that recently came out, the Jedi.
Survivor.
Yes, yeah, I'm very close. I'm about 30 hours into that, thoroughly enjoying it, yes.
And yeah, I mean, as you know, I've also been playing Jedi Survivor. We're sort of playing parallel to each other. Yeah. But best game of all time is Oblivion. Always will be.
Right. Okay. Okay. Have you got a best game of all time, Corbin?
Of course, at my age, I probably shouldn't remember it, but I like the Gears of War franchise. It's my go-to. The original Xbox the Xbox 360, the whole range they did, and going up to the new Xboxes as well. Yeah, it's like one of my favorite ranges. I've played them all.
I have to say, I'm going to agree with you there. I've played all the Gears of War. When we completed Halo, and I was really disappointed with Halo 5 that it didn't have that collab mode unless you were online, unlike the 1 to 4. But I have to say, the Gears of War 4 was a little different.
Yeah, that was based afterwards, wasn't it? The future marks the sun. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah. Again, I thoroughly enjoyed playing those, and I played them with my son George, and you know, needless to say, I wasn't really that much help to him because he is a lot better than I am. But yeah, no, I look forward to those. And you know, at the expo, you know, as we've been discussing, we've got a split 50-50 between PC gaming and Xbox. We've also got a Nintendo Switch, because who doesn't want to play bowling when you've got a gaming setup? But yeah, absolutely looking forward to that. Is there anything else that you would like to bring up with regards to things that you're planning on doing in the future? Any particular elements that you're going to be focusing on with regards to assistive technology?
Well, I think we are thinking about kind of expanding our monster range, and some of that might potentially touch gaming. I know we've talked about this briefly, about making a sort of mini monster, like a programmable keypad, using the same color scheme. So our monsters use both high visibility and high contrast color schemes. So they're for people who have visual impairments and probably can't see just an all black keyboard as well. And we thought, why not take that effective color scheme that we know works and put it in a programmable gaming keypad? So that's something that we're looking into doing and would love to be able to manufacture.
That's awesome. I have to say, I've seen these kind of half keyboards, so I guess you can call them that are aimed around gaming and things like that, and to have it in the, where it helps, as you said, with partially sighted people or even neurodiversity, where people have difficulties with specific types of contrast or colors of things. I think that would be very welcome within our community. I'd like to thank you both for joining us today, and you're welcome, and we really look forward to meeting you at the expo and giving people the opportunity to use your fantastic equipment. So just for the people that are watching this, don't forget, Disability Expo is on 6th to the 7th of July in London ExCeL, and we will all be there ready to play games, have fun, and make new friends. Thanks very much. I'll catch you in the next episode.
Thank you.